Here's a conversation that I had yesterday, and sadly, it's not a conversation that is rare. I have this conversation with people looking to sell their homes on a regular basis, and that's what I want to talk to you about. If you're thinking about selling your home, how to get the maximum profit in your pocket at closing. Darla, real estate agent with Real Broker, servicing all of Louisiana if you are looking to sell your home, and most specifically anywhere in South Louisiana, Acadiana, if you are looking to buy a home soon. This is a conversation that I had with actually two different potential sellers that were thinking about selling their home and weren't sure if they wanted to do it alone or with a realtor. One conversation I had with a couple that were thinking about it, and I said, how much do you feel like your home is worth? I know the market. I sell houses in Acadiana every single day. I know what houses will go for. I know what they're worth. I know what they will appraise for. And multiple times I hear from sellers when I say, how much do you feel like your home is worth? They throw this number out there, and I would say 90% of the time, the number is way below market value, which means they are losing money. I had another conversation with someone looking to sell their house soon, and they said to me, I'm a very private person, and I don't want my home to be out there and advertised. That's one reason that you list it with a realtor if you're a private person. Here's one thing that always baffles my mind is that when a realtor shows potential buyers a home, one thing they don't do is they don't dig. And I don't know if it's because they're with a realtor, they don't feel like it's okay to dig. People don't dig in people's stuff. People are not nosy like that. Buyers walking through a home with a realtor are looking at the home and they're deciding if they like the home or not, the property, the house itself. They're not digging in drawers and cabinets and closets. That's just not what they do, right? So another disadvantage to not listening with a real estate agent is safety. If you have kids and your kids are sometimes home alone, your kids come home from school in the afternoon, if there is a regular for sale sign in your front yard as just a regular for sale by owner person, that is an open invitation to anyone passing in front of your house that sees that for sale sign to stop at your house, knock on the door, and think about this. If you are at work or you are somewhere and you have little children that are home for whatever reason, and they open that door to a complete stranger, that is so unsafe. Here's the difference. Even people that are pretty dumb know that if a real estate sign is in a front yard, they cannot just stop and knock on the door to see the house. They have to call the number on the sign, or they have to schedule it some other way. They cannot just go and look at your house. That is very much more safe than ever before. So you have to think about safety. So anyway, getting back to the reason that you should be really thinking about listing with a real estate agent if you're thinking about selling. 99% of the time, I make the sellers more money than they ever believed possible. And that is including my commission. I get the question I always ask is, how much do you feel like your home is worth? And I'm telling you, in the higher 90 percentile is people lowball how much the market value of their home is truly worth. I don't know really. I don't really ask people where you got that number, but it always baffles my mind. So keep in mind, if you list your home with a real estate agent who closes lots and lots of transactions, who knows the market, you should pocket more than you thought you could do alone, even with the commission. And it's safer, especially if you have little kids, or listen, even teenagers. If you have kids home by themselves anytime and you have a for sale sign in the front yard, that's an open invitation to people, and it's not a safe thing. So if you're thinking about selling, I'd love to have a conversation with you. I'd love to make you as much money as you possibly could make from the sale of your house, and that is including commission. Now, lots of people don't even know how it works. The way it works for me, if I list your home, I pay every single thing out of pocket, which means the photographer, the videographer, the marketing, everything I pay for up front. So my goal is to sell your house as quickly as humanly possible for the highest amount of profit humanly possible so that you make the most amount of money, and I get paid at closing. If I don't sell your house, I don't get paid. So it is my goal to sell it as quickly as possible for the maximum profit. So remember that. I don't know how other realtors work, but I do know that I do not charge a fee at all, nothing up front. If I don't sell your house, I don't get paid. Simple as that. I have probably closed now close to 650 transactions over the last 7 years. One single wide trailer didn't appraise, and I knew it was not going to, and I told the sellers that. They were fine with it. Everything appraises because I know the market. So that's something that you do not ever have to worry about. Y'all have a fabulous day, and remember this, in real estate, there are no stupid questions. Ask all your hard questions. It's the only way you're going to learn. Y'all take care.